Hello, students and parents. It's registration season at Norfolk Senior High. This presentation will explain where you can find all the registration information and also the registration timeline that we will follow. First, I would like to introduce you to our guidance staff. Students with last names A through D, their counselor is Mr. Hernandez. Mr. Porn has students with the last names E through K. Mrs. Moritz has last names L through RI. And I'm Mrs. Marshall. I have students with the last name RO through Z. Mrs. Ingram is our guidance assistant. She does a lot for us in all facets of our jobs, but helps us a ton with registration. Sean Schultz, she does not help us with registration, but I did want to take this opportunity to make sure everybody is aware that we do have a licensed mental health counselor here at our school 5 days a week. She sees students right here in the guidance office that have mental health needs. And this is free of charge to our families as she is paid for by our school district as well as the ESU. If you feel like your child, or if you're a student watching this and you feel like you'd like to possibly see Sean, you just have to let your guidance counselor know and visit with them about it. And of course, students do have to have parent permission to visit with Sean on a regular basis. All of our registration information and forms are posted on our Counseling Center website. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that now. So you just go to Norfolk High School's website, and so just click here. And then you go to the counseling section, click on the plus sign, and click on registration. And this is where you will find all of our registration information. Eventually, they'll have links to all of this. Currently, anything in maroon has actual documents linked to it. Our summer school information isn't quite out yet. Our parent presentations will be linked here, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I'd like to go through this information with you first. I'm going to go ahead and click on the general information booklet. Click on that, it'll bring up this document. I'll go back to the beginning. So this booklet has a lot of information that we take care of in our office. A couple of things I wanted to point out that are in this booklet that pertain to registration are graduation requirements, college admission requirements, AP courses and grade weighting, dual credit, our math, science, and English options, and our career academies, and also our academic awards. So if we just scroll down, right away are the graduation requirements. So it talks about how many credits students have to earn before they can graduate from Norfolk Senior High and how many they need in each subject area. So you can review that. And if we scroll down, there's college admission requirements. So if you're considering going to a four-year college, there's some colleges have requirements, while others have recommendations. So you can read through that as well. And if we keep scrolling, it talks about our advanced placement courses, and all these courses are they're grade weighted, so it explains that. So it shows our offerings there. And we'll have other presentations that talk more about AP and dual credit. I'm just kind of highlighting some information right now. And again, here's all our dual credit courses. They're either through Northeast or Wayne State or Nebraska Wesleyan. Here are our math options here at the high school, and it shows you the flow chart. So if you're currently in algebra, you take geometry next, and then algebra 2, and so on and so forth. And language arts. Oh, some offerings there. And I think I skipped science, didn't I? Yes, science there in the middle. We do have numerous career academies. So if you're interested in applying for one of those, or if you're already in one, you could see here what courses you have to take to complete the career academy. So for example, if you're in the culinary career academy, you have to take food and nutrition, culinary, and entrepreneurship, Practical communications is in this contextualize column. Those are not required to complete the academy, but they're highly recommended. So again, the ones that are required will be here, the first 3. And the last thing I wanted to mention in this booklet are the academic awards. So if you are working towards that, have a high enough GPA, you have to take certain classes to graduate with distinction or highest distinction. This is where you could find that. And much of this information is in our student handbook as well. So if I go back to our website, I also wanted to show you the course list, grades 10 through 12. And again, if you click on that, this will come up. I wanted to tell you a few things about this. Each student will get a paper copy of this when we go into classrooms. And we'll also have extra in the guidance office if anybody needs to pick one up, but they can also look at it here online. Some things I wanted to point out. So it's 2 pages, it's front, back. It's organized by department. So you have your ag, your business, family consumer science, and a lot of the cores are on the back, the language arts, math, science, social studies, and so on and so forth. And I wanted to show you the course numbers. The reason is if a course is a year-long course, it has an A, B, and a 3-digit number. So the A 210 is the first semester and the B 210 is the second semester. So when you're planning your courses, you know if it's a year long or semester. And if it has just a 4-digit number here, like animal science, then it's just a semester course. We don't know which semester they'll be offered in. Many of these classes are offered during both semesters multiple times. But again, we're not sure of exactly what period they'll be offered right now or which semester until we have all our student requests in, and then we'll build a master schedule from that. Another thing I'd like to point out is the grade level. So this is for ag biology, for example, only 10 plus students can take it. So 10th, 11th, 12th grade. And then intro to agriculture, though, 9 plus can take it. So 9th all the way through 12th grade. There's a few classes that just 12th graders can see those. So pay attention to that while you're picking classes. And also any class with a star by the course name is offered for dual credit. The next thing I'd like to show you are the course descriptions. So if you'd click on that, this document would come up. And it's arranged in the same exact order as that course list. So you can see it starts out with the ag classes and then goes to the business classes. So the same exact order. This is where it lists because ag biology, A210, B210, semester 1, semester 2. So again, you can see that it's a year-long class. It gives a description of the class, says that it meets the NCAA core course requirement. The course meets the FFA membership requirement. So it gives a lot of good information. This one's a dual credit. It says it's offered for dual credit through Northeast. This course is a capstone for the Animal Ag Academy. Over here it says prerequisite is Animal Science 1. So the course descriptions provide a lot of good information for students. So be sure to check this. If you have any questions about the class, check this first. And then if you still have questions, please let your school counselor know. And again, summer school will be posted once we have that. So this is our registration timeline. So incoming seniors, so current juniors, we'll start meeting with them the week of February 15th through the 19th. Incoming juniors, which is current sophomores, we'll start meeting with them again that same week. Incoming sophomores, so current freshmen, it'll be the following week, February 22nd to the 26th. And then current 8th graders or incoming freshmen, we'll meet with them starting in March. And we should have everything done by April 1st. And we will send out verification sheets in May, so students can check over to see if all the courses that we have in our scheduler are what they were intending to put down. And so they'll get some paper sheets to look over, and if anything looks incorrect, then they can let us know. And then schedule pickup, final schedules will be done and available for pickup like the week before school starts, like normal. So a little bit more detail about how this registration process all works. So current 9th and 10th graders, counselors will be in over your lunch. So we'll go into either Panther Lunches or Foundations of Finance, and we will spend 4 or 5 class periods going over registration information and helping you pick classes. We'll help you pick core courses and electives. We'll also hand out all the papers I just showed you along with summer school information. So students then, once we get that all done, students will enter their final selections on their academic course plan on Infinite Campus. And I'll show you an example of that in just a moment. Current 11th graders. So how that's going to work is counselors will present general registration information during ELO that week of February 15th. And then counselors will meet with each current 11th grader individually to help them choose classes for their 12th grade year. And then final selections will be entered on the student's academic course plan on Infinite Campus. So that academic course plan is on Infinite Campus, and it can be viewed by parents through the parent portal. So parents, you can go check out and see what your child is registering for. We do encourage students to discuss their class selections with their parents at home and review their choices and also their future plans. So this is an example of what the academic plan looks like on Infinite Campus. So under the menu here, it just has academic plan. And so you can see here, so for example, like under grade 10, this student, so this student is actually going to be a 12th grader. And so they finished grade 9. You can see the credits they've earned. They finished grade 10. And again, this is just a sample student. It's no particular student at all. And so then grade 10, they finished grade 10 and 11. And over here is where they're making grade course selections for 12th grade. And as 12th grade, they have to have at least 50 credits to be a full-time student. So they're short a little bit. That's why that's red. But this student is planning on taking practical communications, and they might have to retake a class from 11th grade. And you can see these are locked. So the counselor has locked those because they do not want them to make any changes to those because these are required courses. And then they have to take speech and algebra 2. And so, like I said, this isn't typical. We typically don't have to have students retake classes, but on this sample, that's the way it's set up. If something's locked on your child's academic plan, or if you're watching this, if it's locked, you just need to talk to your counselor about why it's locked, and maybe something can be changed there. So just like I said, make sure you talk to your counselor about that. You can print a progress report here, which tells how many credits are left. So I like to use the transcript for this. It works better. But if, that is something that's available if people want to use it. So this concludes the information about the registration timeline, the process, and where to find the information that you will need to assist your child, or if you're the student, the information that you will need in making informed decisions about course selection for next year. So be sure to view our other videos for more details about course registration. Thanks so much.